What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy, Pool Kind of Boxing, coming at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing mind. This Saturday, we have John Casimero versus Guillermo Rigondeaux. They will be fighting at the Dignity Health Sports Park August 14th this Saturday. John Casimero has 30 wins, 4 losses, and 21 KOs. He's a 3-weight world division champion. He's the current WBO Bantamweight champion. He was the IBF Flyweight champion and the IBF Flyweight champion. He was knocked out once by Morty MT Halani. He was 26 wins, 2 losses at the time. He's 5'3" with a 66.5-inch reach. He's out of South Africa. So that's the dude who knocked him out way back. John Casimero is Philippine. He's 5'4", age 32 with a 64-inch reach. He is the WBO Bantamweight champion. And he fought and beat by TKO in the 3rd round Duke Micah, who was age 23 of Ghana. He was 24 wins, 1 loss, and 19 KOs. He's 5'7". This was Casimero's 6th title defense. Casimero punished Michael to the body. You know, he threw a lot of hard right hooks to Michael's body, and he dropped Michael with a right hook in the 2nd round in an action-packed slugfest. In the 3rd round, Casimero overwhelmed Michael with body shots and right hooks to the head. Then he knocked him out with a left and right uppercut in the 3rd round. It was a wrap. Very action-packed fight. But Casimero won the WBO Bantamweight Championship from Solani Tia and Teat. He had 28 wins, 4 losses, and 21 KOs. He was 5'9", with a 72-inch reach. He's out of South Africa. So Casimero liked destroying South Africans. Casimero won by KO in the 3rd round. He hit Teat with a temple shot. Then he okayed him with a flurry of combinations on the rope. Casimero is an aggressive fighter. He jumps in kind of like Pacquiao, throwing hard shots. He don't throw combinations like Pacquiao though. He throws power right hands and power hooks from the outside. Jumping in. He's a real power puncher. And he did an interview. He did an interview with a boxing scene. Because he trains with Pacquiao, who is his mentor, and he gets motivation. He said he get motivation by watching Manny Pacquiao work out. And they asked him what style he expects Guillermo Rigondeaux to bring to the ring. And he says that, this is what John Casimero says. He says, I know I can make this an easy fight for myself. I want him to have some guts and be the exciting fighter he has shown recently. And it will be, good for the fans, and it will prove who really is the best. So he really don't want Rigondeaux boxing in that pure boxing style where it's hard for him to hit. And they asked him on what message he wants to send to the rest of the division. And John Casimero said, I want to show that I'm the strong and can beat any tough opponent. With the win over Rigondeaux will solidify me as, if not the best fighter in bantamweight, but one of the best in the world. So he said, my goal is to take care of business on Saturday night, then go after scared Donote Denier. So those negotiations fell apart after they insulted each other, and I think Noto Denier, he wanted Casimero to get a drug test, and things just went bad from there. But in Casimero defense, he did take the drug. He did go in for the drug test, but by then the negotiations were dead, and he didn't want to hear it. But Guillermo Rigondeaux, he's a two-weight world champion, two-weight division world champion, and he held the WBA, and he held the WBO and the Ring Magazine's super bantamweight titles between 2013 and 2017. Rigondeaux, has 20 wins, 1 loss, and 13 KOs. He is 5'7" with a 67-inch reach. He is from Cuba. As we all know, he is age 40. His best wins was Note Denier, who is now 41 wins, 6 losses, and 27 KOs. Call him the Filipino Flash. He's 5'7" with a 68.5-inch reach. And we all know that was a good fight. Note Denier, he wasn't expecting Rigondeaux's power. And Rigondeaux was catching him with clean shots, and really almost had Note Denier up out of there. But he lasted. He was tough enough to last and stop that aggressive stuff, because Rigondeaux was catching him with those hard counters, and Rigondeaux kind of fell back so he could survive. I mean, back then Note Denier was going for them knockouts, and he's a hard puncher, but he couldn't really touch Rigondeaux in his pure boxing form. So, but he beat Note Denier by unanimous decision, and Rigondeaux is a master boxer. So, and we know that Rigondeaux's worst loss was against Vasily Lomachenko, who was 15 wins, 2 losses, and 11 KOs, age 33, and he fought Rigondeaux at 130, which is way past his weight class. That was too heavy for Rigondeaux. And Lomachenko even said that weight class was too big for Guillermo Rigondeaux, and he said he was too little. But just like Mikey Garcia went up to fight Earl Spence Jr., he had to find out the hard way, and he beat Rigondeaux. And actually, he beat him and forced him to quit. And so that's how that went. But Rigondeaux, he's one of those fighters that has been avoided for many, many years. When he was young, nobody wanted to, just kind of like Devin Haney right now. His skill set was just too advanced. It was just too good. Nobody could really hit him. And he has a defensive style. So, fighters like Leo Santa Cruz and Carl Frampton and Josh Warrington, they all avoided him. They went right by his division, didn't fight him. Kind of like Gary Russell. And they don't want to fight these slick black fighters, because, they don't want a loss on their record as they climb to the top. And it's just a shame. But now that Rigondeaux's 40, he's starting to get the opportunity because people want his name on that list, just like John Casimero here. So he's going to go in there and try to throw those power shots and get Rigondeaux up out of there. And I don't know if he can do it, because Rigondeaux is pretty tough. It's kind of like the Manny Pacquiao Earl Spence Jr. fight, if you think about it in reverse. Rigondeaux being the older fighter with the experience, and John Casimero being the young, powerful guy. So it kind of mirrors the Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao fight, if you really think about it. This is a good fight. So, because John Casimero, he don't pay attention to defense, man. You know, he can move and he's got fast feet, but he concentrates on his offense. Kind of reminds me of Amir Khan, and he just kind of comes in there, or Inway. He kind of comes in there and try to get, just try to put some damage on you. So it should be an exciting fight, and who knows what kind of style that Rigondeaux is going to come out. He can come out with that pure boxing style, or he can, he can bang, he can crack. Everybody know that Rigondeaux can crack, but can he sustain his abilities, at this advanced stage at 40? We don't know. But at 118, he should be able to do some damage rather than 130 where he fought Lomachenko. So this should end up being an exciting fight. And I advise all the boxing heads to tune in to check this fight out, because I think it's going to be, one of those fight of the year type things, because Rigondeaux has slowed down just enough for fighters to be able to touch him. And he is a tough customer, Rigondeaux, he don't fold that easy, and so, but that's pretty much all I got. This has been Pool Counter Boxing. Hey, leave a comment below so I know what you think about this fight, and make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And you know what I'm saying? Remember what I say, law don't go around here, law dog. You're savvy, and I see you guys in the next one.